Alright, motherfuckers, here I'm back. Broke ass kitchen. Got a broke ass dog. She's hopping around. About to have some broke ass lunch here. Down. So we're doing this. Gonna make some pad thai. Motherfucking pad thai. I might use some shrimp. I don't really know. I might just do eggs. I got some tofu. That's cheap. I'll probably do that. So let's get this motherfucker started. We're gonna get up here in the cupboard. First thing we need to do is some fucking pad thai rice sticks. This shit's cheap. I got this bag for like $1.25 or something. I'll probably use a handful of them, maybe a third, a fourth of them, something like that. First thing you gotta do with them motherfuckers. Ah shit, this camera, this working and holding a camera, man, that's a motherfucker. I'm gonna have to employ some help when I can. So what we gotta do is we gotta get a bowl of hot ass water. So I got my big ass bowl. I'm gonna fucking turn the hot ass water on. We're gonna let these motherfuckers soak. We're gonna let these motherfuckers soak for 20 minutes or something while they soften up. So here we go. We got a bowl. We're filling this bitch up with water. It's hot water. Get a little of that steam going on. So yeah, we got the hot water. We got the bowl. Here goes the rice sticks. So what? We're going to grab some of these. Here, we got some rice sticks. Boom, in the bowl. I use like a quarter of those or something. So now we're looking at like 30 cents so far. You guys can keep track. I'm in this bitch 30 cents. So the noodles are soaking. They'll take 20 minutes. I told you that. Get myself a frying pan. I got a nice frying pan here. Stainless steel. I don't fuck around with Teflon. I don't like that non-shit stick, whatever, man. It's just nasty. Nasty stuff. Got my big ass pan. I'm gonna look for some veggies. I'm gonna find some things. We're gonna figure this pad thai shit sauce out. So give me a couple minutes. I'll turn this bitch back on and we'll keep going. Alright y'all, I'm back. Spent a couple minutes digging through the fridge. Found me some ingredients. Go through them with you real fast. We're gonna make pad thai. We told you this. I got all kinds of crazy crap here. I'm not going to use everything, but I'll use a little bit of all this stuff, and we'll make a big ass plate of lunch here. It'll be delicious. In fact, I'm gonna have to go to work later, so can't be fucking around too long here. So here we go. Pad thai. We're going to start out. We got some garlic. Now I know fresh garlic's great, but it sits around. You don't use it. Whatever. This big blob of diced garlic. It's not tasty like the fresh stuff, but it's good to go. Fucking dogs eating a cat. Eating the cat in the broke ass kitchen. That poor bastard. He gets a hard time sometimes, so I let him slide. He's gonna drink some of that pad thai noodle water, it looks like. Fuck him, whatever. Anyway, garlic in the fridge, big jar. It's all minced up, super easy to use. We're not gourmet, we're broke. We told you this. A couple bucks for this big ass jar. It's been in my fridge for a long time. I use it for a lot of stuff. Same deal going on with the ginger here. I got some pickled shredded ginger. Ginger, Chinese food, it's a must. You have to have it. As well as that, I got some of this awesome tofu crap here. It's Thai peanut fucking sesame tofu. Got that at a bargain mart for $1. Big pack of it. I'll probably use, I don't know, half. Use the other half for something else. Some green onions. These are cheap, 30 cents a pop, whatever. Cilantro again. Love it, love it. Use the shit out of it. Mushrooms. We know I like those. Got a couple of eggs here. Those come from chickens. You can use dinosaur eggs. You can use dog eggs. It doesn't matter. I like to use chicken eggs. Here's a zucchini. They're better when they're little bitty zucchinis. It's not like a wiener. You want a big one. You want a little zucchini. They taste better. Big giant ones that are sitting out in the field all summer, they tend to lose a lot of flavor, suck quite a bit. This stick of lemongrass here. I've never even used this shit, but I've seen how it's done. Whatever. We'll smash some of that up, throw it in there too. Bean sprouts. That's a lot of filler. They don't taste like a whole lot, but they're good. They got nice texture. And one thing about these fuckers is you don't want to let them sit around in your house too long. They start getting slimy and weird. Them motherfuckers will make you sick as a dog. Shit your pants and barf all night kind of sick. So make sure these motherfuckers don't get into the danger zone. You know, keep them nice and crisp and cold in your refrigerator. They start a little suspect. If they start looking suspect, I'll fucking throw them away. They're cheap. I got this big ass thing, $1 a pound. I mean, it's cheap, and it's in all kinds of Asian cooking. You gotta use it. So I'm gonna get started. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat this pan up with a little bit of oil. I'm gonna use the sesame oil because we're doing you know, Asian type of stuff here, and it tastes a lot better than regular ass oil. So I'm gonna get the pan warming up. Probably I want to put that somewhere medium high in there or something. And yeah, we'll put some fucking oil in this thing. How much? I don't know. A little bit of oil. Boom. Sesame oil's in the pan. I'm gonna start cutting up these veggies too. So I'll set them aside over here. We can do the camera. Same thing we did last time with the choppy chop and whatnot. So off we go. Traditionally, pad thai, they don't do a lot of knife. We want some big ass hunks of green onions here. I mean big ones, not little pussy hunks. We want big pieces of green onion. Okay, you want to throw that away? I'm not gonna. Okay, we got the green onions. We can chop up a little cilantro. You know, same deal. I don't mind big old piece of cilantro in my thing somewhere. So, fuck it, some cilantro. We'll throw that in there. I always use these ends too when I'm done using all the leaves. I'll grind all this shit up and turn it into some awesome cilantro paste that I can throw at some different food. You know, because it's still, I mean, it's good. It's cilantro. The whole thing tastes like it tastes. So, you know, I'm not going to throw that away when I get to the stems here. Get the mushrooms. I might leave those whole. Nah, I won't. That way I can use this little pink thing as my garbage can. Yeah, so here, let's cut these mushrooms up. Just do it real fast. I'm not going to worry about things like size and perfect and all that shit, because I just don't really care that much. Alright, so mushrooms are cut up. Our shit's all cut up here. We got it on the board. This oil is probably a little hot by now. You want to see it shimmer and move around real fast in the pan. That way you know it's good and hot. I think it could be a little hotter, so I'm going to let it keep heating up. So I want that tofu to start getting crispy as soon as it hits the pan. I don't want it to fucking sit there and soak up more of that oil. I want it to start cooking. I want it to cook fast so it's crispy and it doesn't suck. A lot of people don't like tofu because it's got a funny texture. It's because it's got a funny texture, and you know, the only way you can do that, you know, get away from that, you got to cook that shit fast. You got to cook it hot. You want it to get crispy. Unless you want some soggy tofu, and then you can complain that you don't like tofu. You know, I don't like to cook these mushrooms too much. I'm going to throw them all back in here with the cilantro and the green onions. None of that's really going to get cooked. It's going to be our raw vegetable matter in the pad thai. I'm making a shitload. It turns out that I'm going to have quite a bit of food here. That's alright. I'll have some for dinner when I get home tonight. So those are going to go all that shit's going to go in at the same time. That's it. So I'm going to cut up this tofu. I'm going to set the camera down so I can open the bag and fuck around real fast for a minute. I'm going to cut that shit up and I'm going to start frying it. As soon as it's crispy, I'm going to add some of this garlic. I'm going to crack those fucking eggs right in the pan. I'm going to scramble that shit up real good. And once that's cooked, I'll probably throw in the zucchini. And then that'll cook for a minute. Throw the rest of that shit in. Got some pad thai sauce. I could make this myself from fish sauce and sugar and blah blah blah. But you know, it's $1.95 for this jar. Probably only need a spoonful or two. So you know, we're looking at another 20 cents worth of sauce. That's pretty easy to do. I got this shit at the Chinese mart. They know what's up with pad thai, and it's pretty fucking delicious. Now you see this smoke coming up off the top of the pan, and that's ensuring that this motherfucker's nice and hot for me. So let me cut this tofu up and we'll keep moving. Alright, I whacked up half of this tofu. You know, that's a 50 cents worth of shit here. That's going to be our protein. Oh, you hear that sizzle? Means it's doing something. You know, so this is our protein. You say to yourself, Chef, I don't like tofu. Well, don't fucking eat it. You know, put some of that old dirty chicken that you cooked the other night in there. A little scrap of pork, fucking, you know, leftovers. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna throw all that shit in the pot. The main ingredient here is gonna be our sauce and our pad thai noodles, which are soak in the water. These are made out of rice. You don't boil them. You just soak them for a little bit till they get soft. And we're going to finish cooking them in the pan. Now, you know, like I said, sauce and noodles, that's your pad thai. Anything else you just fucking throw in there. Whatever you got, whatever you don't got. You know, it's all good. Doesn't matter. So keep this shit moving around or it's going to burn on the one side, you know. Do a little trick they showed me back in Nam. You can flip that pan around and you know, you don't have to keep stirring it with the utensil. Doesn't really matter. So this shit's cooking up. You know, it's getting crispy and brown. I don't know if you can see any of that down there. You get the steam on the lens. You get all that, but it's crisping up a little bit, and we want to fry that shit like a potato. You get that extra crispy goodness on it, so it doesn't suck real bad. I mean, it's going to be tofu still, but, you know, it doesn't have to be all soft and mushy. So, again, we got our garlic here. That's just pureed. They got some factory somewhere where they grind up a ass ton of garlic and throw it in jars. So, I can appreciate that. I dig it. Keeps it cheap, keeps it broke. You know, garlic's pretty good. We'll throw some of that in there, too. Maybe a little more, because, hell, I like garlic. And, you know, keeps the vampires away. Same with the ginger here. Kind of hard-pressed to have any fucking Asian nothing without a little ginger. You know, it's kind of spicy. Some people don't like it. I do. If you don't like it, well, fucking don't use it. That's pretty much how easy it is. If you don't like it, don't use it, you know. I kind of like everything except for tilapia. We went over that. So we got this shit stirred up. That's it, man. That stuff's cooking. Got a few more minutes here, and this shit will be ready. I'm not playing around. We don't want to spend all afternoon cooking lunch. Here's this lemongrass. Like I said before, I never used it. We got a stick of it. I don't even know what the fuck it really is. All I heard is that you cook it, I don't know, smash it up. It's got some flavor. I've had tequila marinated. Kind of got a bamboo-y texture to it. You're supposed to break it up, I guess, a little bit, and then cut some pieces of it and fucking throw that in there. What the hell? It's just lemongrass. People eat it, so it's not going to kill me or anything. I'm not afraid. Got the zucchini. Boom. I'm going to have to cut him up. I forgot all about that. See if we can get a nice angle for the camera. You know, you probably don't want to eat the end of that zucchini. Just chop up some pieces. You want them round. This is the easiest way to cut shit, and it only takes one pass. You don't want to make fancy little matchstick things or run them through some kind of crazy shredder, you know, you could do that. We'll throw those in there too. Like I said, this shit's getting pretty close. We're almost done. Zucchini's probably going to take a minute or two to cook. So maybe I'll turn off the camera for a second and stir that shit up. I'm not going to add anything else to the pot yet. So I'm not tricking you. I'm just turn the camera off for a minute. Be right back. Alright, so this shit's been cooking for just a minute here, not very long. I'm going to add the eggs now. Make a little room in the center of the pan where everything's nice and hot. Apparently got problems with my focus on the camera. We'll see how good that comes out. It might suck, who knows. Might want to add a little bit of extra oil so these eggs don't stick real bad. But yeah, we will. We'll cook them up in a little more oil, just so they don't stick to the pan real good. So, you know, just a tiny bit of oil in the middle there with the eggs. Crack them motherfuckers right in there, because, you know, we're not making eggs, we're making pad thai. So they don't have to be real pretty when we're done. Yeah, we'll let them cocksuckers cook for just a second. Let's scramble this shit all up. Boom. Now we're scrambling. Yeah, I do like this cleaver because it turns into a spatula. Pretty handy device. I think that's why they do it all over the world. You know, give you an extra utensil as well as a blade. Pretty much good to go here. We're going to check this sauce out. I haven't opened it yet, but you know, I'm sure it tastes like China or Japan or something. Whatever. You can call it pad thai sauce. They eat that shit all over the world. Looks kind of chunky. It's got some stuff in it. Smells pretty good. You know, but $2 for the whole jar. It's not too shabby. Now, only step we got to do now is throw these noodles in there before the sauce. We're going to throw the noodles in just before we do the sauce. So I'll bring this pot of water and noodles and shit over here. You know, and here's a big handful of those noodles. They've been soaking. They're limp. We're doing the Limp Ninja right now. If you guys are familiar with the Limp Ninja, they're probably not quite soft enough, but I got time and I don't care. So here we're throwing it in there. Boom, now we got noodles. Since they're not quite done, I might put in just a little bit of water so they can keep boiling, you know, cook a little bit more. And that's it. All our shit's in the pan with the exception of the sauce and the rest of those vegetables. It'll only take a few minutes here. The pad thai noodle is going to keep cooking, and we don't want to add nothing else until shit starts to stick to the pan. And they turn a different kind of texture and they get a little weird. But you want to cook them so that it sticks to the pan. I know that's not generally what you do. I'm going to turn it up a little more, and we can range this fucker. So I'm going to let those cook probably 4 or 5 minutes at the max. This shit will be sticking to the pan. We'll come back and I'll show you how we finish it up. And you know, we're pretty much there. So pad thai, don't forget, Chinamen love it. Why shouldn't you? It's cheap. Those noodles, that's what's going to fill us up. A little bit of veggies, eggs. You know, we're looking at a couple bucks for the whole plate. You know, maybe a couple more bucks if you want to make 2 plates, whatever. But you could feed yourself and your buddy, or your buddy's girlfriend, or whatever. You know, and it's going to be cheap and it's going to be delicious, and it won't be a fucking Twinkie. So be glad of that. You don't have to eat any fucking microwave dinners or fucking whatever. You know, you could always go spend 10, 12 bucks. Maybe more on a good plate of pad thai at your local restaurant. I don't know, pho place or whatever. But fuck that. Like I said, this is a broke ass kitchen. We'll see you in a couple moments. There it is, broke ass kitchen. I'm back. I just rolled a broke ass cigarette. You can see this shit sticking to the pan a little bit, just like we want it. I know that sounds weird, but that's just fucking how it is. Pad thai, you want it to stick to the pan. I don't know, I learned that from some place that I cook pad thai in. So, you know, and it says it on the back of the bag of noodles. But either way, it's time to add the fucking sauce. You know, let's see, how much sauce are we going to put in here? We got a forkful. Can't do a spoonful, but we'll do a forkful. There's a blob, and there's another blob. This is a little thicker than I thought it was. Maybe it's not gonna stretch as far. So we'll take a little shot of this shit here. This is some fish sauce. Sounds terrible, but you know, they make it out of fish, and it's a lot of Asian stuff. I'll just give it a little more liquid there. You know, it tastes good. It's Squid brand. Yeah, this fucking camera sucks. I'm going to have to give it back to Ben, go back to my old camera. Maybe. We'll see how this works. Squid brand fish sauce. Terrific. You know, we're in here. We got the fish sauce. We got all the pad thai. Probably time to stir this shit up a little bit. We want the noodles to soak up all that Chinese flavored shit. Finish cooking. So there we go. That's pretty much there. It's still a little thick. I'm gonna grab some soy sauce. See, here's a big ass fish sauce right there, because that shit goes in everything. I like it. Here's some soy sauce. You know the Chinese eat some fucking soy sauce, so throw a little of that in there. Give it just a little more liquidy goodness. You know, well, that's a lot, but not that much. Soy sauce, it's probably not the best thing for you, but man, is it salty and it's delicious. I love that. Yeah, we're fucking done with this shit. I'm gonna take this, all that crap, those mushrooms, green onions, and cilantro, boom, done. Watch me stir this shit up. If you can, I'll put this piece of shit back here. Yeah. Stir it up. That's it, man. That shit's done. I'm going to put it on a plate. I'm going to show you how delicious it looks. Those mushrooms could maybe cook for a little, just a minute. You know, get them soft but not overdone. I'm going to throw in some bean sprouts at the end on top of the plate or under the food or something. I don't know. Get some bean sprouts in there. But they don't have to cook, and when you do cook them, they lose, you know, all their texture, and that's no good. So, but that's it, man. This is our pad thai. You come in here, you can see all kinds of healthy good shit. Green onions, zucchini, mushroom, garlic, eggs. Got some tofu for you fucking vegans. This is almost a vegetarian dish. I don't pay much attention to that, whether it's vegetarian or not. I like vegetarian food. I like vegetarians. They're tasty. But there it is, man. That's our pad thai. I'll put it on a plate and I'll get you a good shot of it, and you can see how fucking delicious it really looks. So let me do that, and I'll take a quick fucking picture of it, and then that'll be it. I'm gonna go eat this crap because it's a broke ass kitchen. It's lunchtime. I'm fucking hungry, and I'm really not trying to produce movies or anything. Just showing you motherfuckers how to make a little bit of food. That whole thing, I'll cost it out. I'll figure out how much it costs, and I'll tell you that too. Broke ass kitchen, big old plate of pad thai. There it is, man. And you know, we'll get in there. I'll see if I can get you a couple nice shots. This fucking camera sucks, Ben. Thanks a lot. Anyway, there's our big plate of pad thai food right there. It's not quite done. I got a couple more things I'm going to throw at it. Let's see. We'll do, whoa, zoom in and zoom in. Oh, let's zoom way in there. Oh, yeah, look at those bean sprouts. Oh, fuck yes. There's a green onion. Yeah, man, this is going to be good. I fucking know this. I know this. This is going to be real good shit. Last thing I got to do, going back to the broke-ass peanuts, because those are delicious. I want it spicy too. This is sriracha, hot sauce. It's hotter than shit, so you don't need a whole lot. Where'd it go? So we'll just we'll fucking squirt a little of that shit on there. Hopefully I don't get too carried away, because it's pretty hot. Blast the fucking, what the fuck? Something's wrong with my sriracha here. It's been clogged up, so I'm gonna have to fucking unclog that. I'll let you stare at my plate of food while I try to figure this out. Yeah, we'll take the lid over here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wash it off. This is that hot water I was soaking those fucking noodles in. Let's see what we got. A little chunk of something in there. A little chunk of dried sriracha, you know, clogging it up. I'd squeeze real hard, but I don't want it to fucking blast all over my pad thai, make it too fucking hot to eat. I like spicy food, but I like to be able to taste it as well. There we go. So boom, a little bit of sriracha. Oh yes. There, and some peanuts. Boom. Now if you want to get fancy, put something green right on top, and then it looks that much better. But that's my big plate of pad thai, and I'm going to eat that shit for lunch. It's a broke-ass kitchen. Still didn't do the food cost, but I got a whole other plate of it in the fridge, you know, for after work. I'm going to eat that too. While I'm stuffing my face, I'll figure out how much that shit cost. It's going to be cheap, but yeah, we'll do this. You know, I'm guessing $5 for both plates, tops. It's $2.50 a plate. It's cheaper than you get at any Thai restaurant, that's for damn sure. There you go, man. That's it. Broke ass kitchen. Here it is. My pad thai. Let's get in there good. Pad thai. Yummy. Doesn't that look good? If it doesn't look good, you probably don't like fucking food, because you're stupid or something. So, you know, if that's the case, go ahead, have yourself some chicken nuggets. You know, hit the drive-thru, do something. While you're doing that, I'm going to save a couple bucks. I'm going to eat that fucking plate of food, and then I have enough money for some beer when I'm done. So, so that'll be nice, because beer is pretty fucking awesome. Peace out from the broke-ass kitchen. Alright, here it is, the update, the broke-ass lunch. We're doing pad thai. Here's my empty-ass plate. Why is it empty? Because I ate it fucking up, because it was good as shit. Promised that you'd do the food cost for you on that. I sat down, I calculated it, I got it on paper. I know how much I really spent on that shit. And it's really about $3. $3 for the whole 2 plates of food. So we're looking at, you know, $1.50. You know, if you want to use meat, it might cost a little more. Tofu's cheap. But either way, we're looking at like $3. Big ass plate of food. It was fucking delicious, and I'm looking forward to eating the rest of it later. And that's pretty much it. $3. Broke ass kitchen. Can't fucking beat that.